Willemstad Curacao. As we're walking into the little downtown fun area where the action is, I'll show you and take you a little bit along. We have this bridge, which at certain times will be available to walk on and not, depending on if they're using it to cross. If the boats need to get past. So there have been times I've been in this port, we have to wait for it. Most of the time it's wide open though. But you can see we have these cute little buildings. The port is back there. We walk through a little bit of a fort, the reef fort, to get there. And I will show that a little bit later. But this is more outside of the port area, finally into a bit more of the action, the streets, performers. See the colorful buildings. Got a Hey Jude Beatles cover, you know. Regular Curacao things.
One of my idols, growing up in band, is the only listen to the radio.
The athlete's foot. Wonder if that's kind of a questionable name, seeing as athlete's foot is a fungus, but I mean, go for it. There's a nice little square here, and many times throughout the day there's a bell show where these all ring and try and play a song, and there will be a huge crowd gathering right here by the Mr. Dr. Moises Francomenso de Costa Gomez statue. Curacao sign. Champs ice cream. A nice little square over here. Squares for taking pictures. We have a sightseeing tour bus. Look at all those things to drink. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Got a nice little side street with some shopping, some cute little cafes and restaurants, fresh smoothies, Hydrate Alpha. Then as you start to wander down the side streets, lots more shops, restaurants, pharmacies, things of that nature. And there's a little bit of a market that's usually ahead. I'll go walk towards that. Along the water here, as I said, there's this pretty vibrant market with a lot of produce. We've had local smoothies here, and they're very good. I mean, the fruit is excellent. So you can see this market goes on, and still more places full of onions and coconuts right there. But look at all this fruit and produce along here. It goes on, and then you start to get to more stands with other types of wares and things like that. But this is just along the water here. There are lots of murals all around. Do some mural exploring. But there's lots of cute side streets. There's definitely some good value if you like walking around. No two streets are really the same. And it's pretty compact. There they have Shoe Plaza, which I think is a better name than Athlete's Foot. What do you guys think? Write down in the comments below if you have an opinion on that. Heading back towards the water and towards the bridge. And as we arrive back up here, we're back to kind of the main drag again, and the bridge back over towards the fort and the port and the ships in the background. And as we see, the bridge is moving. I got on it just in time. The gate was closing and they sound that alarm, so we can see it in action. I have to keep moving kind of quickly to get across in time, I believe, so I can't stop and show you too much. But if we turn back around, instead of this being a drawbridge, it's like a slide bridge. So there's probably an official term for it, but if I can explain it to someone who doesn't know much about boats like myself, or bridges, types of, you know, transformer bridges, that yeah, it's moving so that tugboat over there can cross the bridge. So we got on here just in time to get across back towards the port. So then as we get off the bridge, we see the tugboat passing through. See, look at that bridge swinging around. I guess you could have stayed on there, but it's coming through, and then we head along this walkway, get back to the fort, and then ultimately the port. And now we're heading through the fort area. And we'll pop up here for a little bit of a view. One of those viewing areas, or with this nice view of where we came from. And then as we continue through, there are shops here, restaurants here, bars here, benches here, elevators here, restrooms here, a wooden clog to sit in and take pictures. The pancake sensation is here. This stage, actually, where they do a lot of performances. I'm not gonna tell you what type of performances, you know. You'd assume music, but I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. And then there's more stairs to pop up at different spots for different views. Like right over there, next to the Dough Egberts breakfast, Buddha to Buddha. And then as we head back through this tunnel, we're back out of the fort area and walking back towards the port. Mountain fertility statue background. If you know, you know. And we can see the ship in the background there. Walk through there, there's some local vendors, things like that. The obligatory Diamonds Internationals right here. You know, port fodder. So now as we're finally heading back towards the port area, I understand this is a bit of a reverse tour. But we'll start where people want to be, in the action a little bit more than walking through the less interesting, closer to the ship area. Take a picture costs $1. Luckily, I didn't showcase that. Just trying to get a feel for the area here. And then this is the entrance back into the port where you have to show your SeaPass card. And then before you know it, you're back to whichever ship terminal is your ship terminal at this final little market here. So there you kind of have it. That's the quick Curacao tour of Willemstad. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new, thank you so much for watching, or thank you for coming back. And please interact, comment, like, subscribe, share if you're interested in helping the channel out. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.